Now, yes, I need to set up my thumbnail.おしゃれに地味に地味に聞くってこと？自分の好きなもん嫌いよくね。くしゃみ出そう。くしゃみ出そう。いやー、出ない。Excuse me, sorry. Hi, guys. Sorry for the late start. We were deciding what songs to play next week for our recording session. So, yeah. And, I had soup, but it was a little warm or hot. And, yeah, it took longer than expected to finish breakfast, so I apologize. But it is coloring time! My allergies aren't doing that good. That's okay though. Who cares? And let's see here. I wanted to write to my family real quickly. Yes! Okay. So, let's see here. I'm gonna add a little more color to the angel's hair, like shadows, you know. So there's a little more depth to it, and then I was thinking that like everything should be similar to her hair color, you know, it's kind of like warm gray or like, you know, just a little bit of shadows, because the basic color or image I have for an angel is like, you know, white clothing and white feathers, you know. So, but yeah, these are drawings. Yes, it says I love these, not gonna lie. Thank you, that's super kind of you. This side is already finished with the demon, so I'm working on the angel now, and I'm planning on having a black like border around it, you know. And I also need to color the sun that I have here as well. So there's a lot more going on, but I'm almost there, you know. The line art, thank you. That's so cool. That's really kind. Thank you. Let's see here. I'm just gonna write to my sister, because she sent me like, you know, 50 messages. Yeah. Even though she's just like in the other room. It's like, dude, you don't have to send me that many. Alright. So, let's see here. What on earth am I doing? Well, no one knows that. Let's see here. どこだあった。Okay. Now, I used, let's see, W1, W3, and I also wanted to use a little bit of W5 too for some parts that have darker shadows maybe, but I'll see. これだから、で、ベーシックはこれだから、W1 ってもう一個なかったっけな？ Oh yeah, W1 is in here as well. Can I get that out? I don't know. Now, just so you guys know, I'm using these markers called Copics. And I am absolutely having so much fun working on this drawing now. But, Copics, you know, is a really famous brand of markers for artists. It is expensive, though. Yes, it is. It's expensive. It's like, you could put the price down a little more, right? But yeah, it's extremely expensive. And we're lucky that we have these many. Huh? have this many. But the company that makes Copics always has the Copic Awards every year around this time. So I really need to work on the drawing for the Copic Awards as well, and not just focus on this. But you know, it's okay. We can, you know, we can. It's good to escape from reality here and there, right? If you had a better higher quality air purifier, would that help with allergies or sadly I do not think so, because the one we do have now is a pretty okay quality and our allergies are still pretty bad. But yeah, thank you so much, Joanna, for $5. It's super nice. It says, I just saw a Broadway play. That's so cool. I'm jealous. It says, I'm going to watch the Knicks, is that right? In a little bit. Let's see here. I may miss your making a song live stream. Have fun, everyone. So thank you so much. That's super nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have you seen the ad on Netflix for the anime about electricity? Oh yeah, I have. That's by Kyoto Animation, isn't it? Yeah, I am extremely excited for that. That's the reason why I wanted to have subscription for, you know, Netflix again. Okay, now it is hard to, like, how did I draw the staff? I'm still confused. I don't know how the reason, okay, where I did get inspired for the design of the staff. I got inspired by my earrings, actually, which is a weird place, I know, but I have these earrings that look that I got when I went to the Christmas market 2 years ago, I think, with my friend. And yeah, we went together, and they were doing this like accessory shop that was all like space themed stuff, you know? And one of them was like this ring kind of shape, and it had like a cool like crystal in the middle, and then the ring kind of like turns around that crystal, kind of, you know? So I got inspired from that shape, and then I just added the wings and some other small elements to it, I think. But yeah, the electricity anime looks so good. Isn't there that one scene with this guy who calls the other like main person like honey or darling or something? Like, I watched the preview for that so long ago that I don't remember every single part of it, but I'm really excited. Isn't it like, I think it's starting in like July or something, if I'm remembering correctly? I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so good. Yes, I know that scene. You do, right? It's like, I laughed so hard, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, who are you? You look so sus. But like, I find it in, you know, the animes, you know, when a character looks extremely suspicious, actually they're not. And then like the innocent ones are actually the evil ones, right? Like, because they want a surprise factor, you know? They don't always make it too obvious. That's not for all of them, of course, but for some of them. Sparks of Tomorrow. Yes, also known as 20世紀電気目録. It was produced by Kyoto Animation and is available to stream exclusively on Netflix. Yes, exclusively. Like, that's a whole reason there to, you know, have a subscription for Netflix again. So it is like weirdly like really actually close to like being a little cold with short sleeve shirts on, and like I'm scared because it's June. It's supposed to be pretty warm. The weather is horrible. It's not like it's raining, but like personally, if it's gonna be cloudy, it should rain or it should be sunny. Like, I do not like cloudy. It's like stupid, you know. Like, I do not prefer that. It's like stupid, you know. Make up your mind already. It's like, you know, when you ask people what they want to eat and they're like, I'm okay with anything, but then actually they're not okay with anything, you know. Can you translate 20世紀電気目録? what is, I don't know what mokuro, what does mokuro mean? It's a list, isn't it? It's the 20th century electricity catalog, I think. Oh, yeah, I got it right. Woohoo! But yeah, that's the literal translation. It is. Because that's what he has. That's how the story starts, right? With him having that. And it's important. Oh, you're dead. Look at that. Oh, that's too bad. This guy is dead. Thank you. 死んじゃいましたね. This guy is extremely alive. I'm worried that there's too much ink coming out, actually. Sometimes the ink does leak. So, or like splatter, you know? And it sucks when that happens. Just a little bit here and there. Not too much, but just a little. Okay, yep, see, can you see how it's a little like shiny? See, that's when there's too much ink coming out, and it is really important to not continue when that is happening, because the ink will ruin your drawing. So, give me a second, please. コピックもね、たまにあまりね、頭良くないから、まあ、完璧にはできてないので、もう人間は完璧じゃないのに、物が完璧であると考えることがまず、バカだと思うので、そういう時はね、ここでインクをちょっと出してあげます。はいはいはい。See, and then it's not as shiny anymore, so that means that the amount of ink that is coming out is controlled and it's not gonna splatter all over your work, which is really important, right? But it's funny how people expect like things and like, you know, computers to be perfect. Because the thing is, humans aren't perfect. And humans are the ones who are making the computers, so the computers shouldn't be perfect either. But then when there's a small error in a computer, including me, we all get so mad. It's like, well, to be fair, we humans made it, so it's not perfect. Because assuming that that is perfect means that we're perfect too, and that would be a funny statement because nobody is perfect. No matter how hard you try, you can't be perfect. And I think that's why it's beautiful, right? This is the staff. It's sort of like, you know, if you've like seen Free Ren or some other animes that use like, you know, the characters use magic, you know, they use this to create magic sort of, you know, and attack people when they're like battling or heal people too, you know. So that's what she uses this for. It's crazy when you see an ad for a random anime and you're like, okay, yeah, I want to see this. Yeah, it shows how good they are at showing it. And you should watch the preview for, you know, Witch Hat Outlier because, okay, you don't need to watch the preview. You just need to look up Brush Buddy. And, like, that's the only reason to watch right there. Okay, I'm being a little dramatic here, but like Brush Buddy is like so cute. Okay, like I have not met a character that is cuter than that. It's like it's ridiculous how cute he is. It's just like, you know, you can't handle it, you know? Like you're like, okay, that is like, why are you so cute? Gah! You know, like it's just impossible. I wonder if there are people who don't watch anime because they don't believe in magic. Why? I bet there are. I've just never thought of that. It's funny to read people's reviews for like Harry Potter and stuff, you know, because like so many people say that it's like, what do you call it? Overrated? Is that the right word? Like saying that it's not that good, you know? It's like, it's funny. Like it's okay to have your own opinion, you know? But like how do I explain it? Like putting down something like that just shows your quality of a human a bit, you know? Like just giving your opinion is okay, but like talking smack about it for no reason sometimes it's kind of like, dude, you don't have to be that mean, you know? It's just scary how people give their opinion because like the author can read that. The author can read that, you know, and say, "Oh, they hated it that much," you know? Like, and I think you'll only understand that if you have put things out as a creator because like people come in and give you their opinion, like they don't care what you feel, they don't treat you as a sane human because no one would come up to you and say that, you know? Like it's scary sometimes. たまに思うよね。なんかこう人間だって忘れてることあるよね。みんなたまにお互いのことを。I'm not saying that giving opinions is bad. I'm saying that saying something that you wouldn't in real life, but you are just because you're online is wrong, you know? It's scary. That looks pretty good. Should I add a little more shadows though? See, and then it goes on forever and ever and ever because I really want to keep adding shadows. ね、シャドウ入れるの楽しいんだよ。It's just too much fun, you know? And I forgot to blend that in. Okay, that looks good. Well, let's keep it like that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and focus. Let's see here. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the game that's called Persona, but I played Persona 5 Scramble actually, which is one, it's usually a role-playing game, you know, but that was an action game actually. They released like an action version, and it was supposed to be connected to the first one, and I had the first one, but it was too hard for me because I was still in middle school or something and I couldn't clear it, you know. But I loved the character design from it. And the character development too. I mentioned it before too, you know, with the character called Futaba in it. But they are making Persona 6 now. They've officially announced it, and I am extremely excited. I don't know when it's coming out because it's just like a small trailer for it, you know, nothing big yet. But like the fact that they're working on it is so exciting because like up until now they released like Persona like 5R, which is like Royal, you know, and like I wasn't a big fan of the new character they added because you could tell that the creators were like shipping that girl and the main guy so much. Like everyone else's super skills are like normal, you know, but their super skill is like, okay, I'm gonna carry you across while you attack other people, and then we're gonna dance together at the end. Voila, you know, it's like, whoa, dude, there are other people. The good part of Persona is that, you know, you can ship your own characters with, other, like, all the other characters. There is not a specific couple, But then they push that couple so much that I kind of, like, even though I haven't played it, I kind of know the plot, And I was a little like, that's, your superpower is the ship. No, like, you don't get it, man. You don't understand. See, and I'm gonna get a little aggressive about this, but that's the whole point of the game, man. You can ship anyone with any character, and that's, there's no specific route, That's why you could choose to go on a date with anyone, which is funny, of course. But that's the, one of the fun parts of the game, and I just felt like they didn't really need to add that. Like, I didn't see the need to add that character, But maybe there was a need. I don't know. But there are a lot of people who have the same opinion as me. But to be fair, I'm gonna be totally honest. She is really cute. Okay. Anyways, I'm all saying this, but I bet if I play it, I'm gonna be like, oh, they're the best ship ever, the best couple, Yes, I am a simple-minded person. But anyways, yes. Anyways, well, where was I? Oh yeah, 6 is coming out, so I'm excited. And we don't know the characters yet, but I'm excited anyway. ペルソナ6が出ますよ。But the thing is, I have so many games that I haven't even started playing yet. So many. It's like crazy. I have a list on my iPad, just for the visual novel games I haven't played yet, and there's like, I don't even remember the number. And then on top of that, there's also some action games, like, Dad got me Monster Hunter, the new one, and also the company who made Persona actually made another game called Metaphor, I don't know, I think it was Metaphor. There's a different way to pronounce it, I don't remember, but yeah, he got that game for me for my birthday, and I have not played it yet. And on top of that, I have Hogwarts Legacy, and a lot of visual novel games, a lot of books I haven't read either. My friend and I are actually thinking of reading Little Women again together, and she hasn't read it yet, but I have. When I was in middle school or high school, I read it, but I was like, this is just me, but like, when a book is part of studying, I tend to dislike it because it's all about answering the questions and assignments and not actually appreciating how good the book is, And I just feel like that is such a waste, and I was talking about that to her on the phone, and she's like, well, actually, we could, like, have, like, a book club, and we could, like, read together, and have, like, a theme book, and I'm like, oh, yeah. So I looked for a couple of books I was interested in, and then I included Little Women in there, and she hadn't read it, so we're gonna read it together, I think. Did you solve Persona 5? I hear, like, it's 100 hours to complete. Well, I have not cleared the original Persona 5. It was way too hard for me, so I ended up not playing it anymore because I was too much of a kid. I couldn't understand what was going on either. I was, I think I said I was in middle school, so, like, I did not understand it. But I played the Scramble version, which was on the Switch, and that took me, like, 70 hours, 80 hours to clear, I think, but I ended up clearing every part of it. I was stuck on the boss battle for at least 5 days, so no one could use that, because if I quit the game, then I would have to play all over again, because there wasn't a save point before that. But yeah, I did end up clearing that version, though. But Persona in general is, considered to be a pretty difficult game. For beginners, okay, I know, the pro gamers out there are probably like, you call that difficult? But for me, it was, okay? Don't be too, like, hard on me, okay? Like, I'm not that good at playing games. Really. I kind of, thought that I was okay when I was playing Silent Hill, but that was only because I had played the same thing 5 times, and if you play it 5 times, you automatically get better, even if you don't mean to, okay? So It's not like I was good. You should go watch the first stream because like I died in the first few seconds. But it's funny though because in Silent Hill there is this whole like, you know, opening part where you have to just escape because she doesn't have any weapons yet, you know? And like I was so good at that on my first try, but then every single playthrough after that, I always died. I never could get the right path. Isn't that so like funny? How did I get it perfect on the first try but then sucked afterwards? Not gonna lie, I was okay at the puzzles, so that's good. You guys should go check out the music video for Yorushika's song Bubble. It's like... it's really good. What games do you miss? Split Fiction? 100%. I miss that game so much. And Undertale. I mean, I'm playing Deltarune now, you know, but like... and Deltarune is great, but like... I'm still in the middle of it, you know? And like, I just miss the vibe for Undertale and how like, you know... I mean, of course, the animation for Deltarune is just epic. It's beautiful. It's amazing, you know? Every single part I'm like surprised, and the music too. But like, I kind of liked how Undertale still had that indies vibe, but it was just a game that I had never met before. Like, no one can copy Toby Fox. Like, it is impossible. I don't think anyone, any game developer can... you can like... it's so cool when you play games and you can tell that the developer just loves games, you know? Like, you can tell that they put their soul into it when they made it. They paid attention to every single detail, every single thing that you would think of doing. Like, oh, what would happen if I push this button, you know? And in a lot of games I've played, I always thought, what would happen if I push this, and nothing happened, you know? But like in Undertale, there is an answer to every single thing. Same for Deltarune too. Like, you can touch anything, and there is a, you know, a dialogue for it. Like, they show an explanation for every single object on the map. It's just crazy. And like, the way that I have never seen anyone pull in this thing where it's all about, you know, the game itself, where there's the save data and the save button and the load button and just the basic knowledge, like level and experience and stuff like that, you know. He added new meanings to each one of those objects, you know. He added a new meaning to save, he added a new meaning to load, level and experience and attack and everything, you know. He had an explanation for his own world that was connected directly to that, and I thought that that was just super shocking, and I was surprised. Like, the story itself is not that complicated, but the way he programmed everything is so complicated and just so amazing. I do not understand where his brain is. It's just really cool. Yeah. Okay. Yapping. I was really amazed by Undertale though. And I cried a lot. I don't think you guys could see it, but I was crying so much. It's cool though because it's not a type that makes you cry because it's sad. I mean, there was a sad moment, of course, but that's not the main reason you cried. It's because you worked so hard to get to that point. And then the game itself actually understood that process of working so hard. I think a lot of people, you know, focus on just the results, but like Undertale appreciated everything you've done in the middle too, you know, and said, you know, that little thing that you did there ended up to this, and all the characters just get so close to you because of that, you know, and you end up, there's like, when you just look at, I'm gonna be totally honest, when I just looked at the character designs, I'm like, man, they're a little ugly, you know? But like, by the end of the game, you love everyone so much, there's not a single character that you hate. Yep, it's crazy. It is crazy. But there are, and yes, as Sunday said, there is 93 endings. That's just, that, you know, that explains everything. もうアンダーテールはすごかったね。私はね、言葉が見つからんよ。あの素晴らしさをね、超えるゲームがね、なかなか、and like when I play a game that is too good, I just can't get into any of the games after that. And I've had that happen to me twice so far. The first time was when I played Final Fantasy 16. That was the first action game that I like actually played for like over 100 hours or something, and I really loved it. It was outside of the streams. I did not do it as part of my streams. But I just loved it so much. Every single moment of it was like, it was amazing. And the ending, the story, the graphics, the action, the enemies, the boss battle, everything was, it was first of all beautiful. And it was just, I was never bored at any part of the game. I was never like, do I have to do this again? Like, there was none of that, you know? And, I cleared that 3 years ago, I think, in October. And I haven't played any other game that has a story to it in my free time since then. I can't get into any of the visual novel games I've played. I can't get into any of the other action games I have either. It's just, I can't. Whenever I pick a new game up, I'm like, well, it won't give the same amount of, you know, emotional, like, you know, damage I got from, like, you know, Final Fantasy was just too big. It's impossible. But yeah, I hear that all the other ones are really good too, but like, and Dad keeps telling me that I will like Final Fantasy 10 and 7 as well, but I'm just like, but that was so good, like, I can't move on, you know? I know, it sounds so dramatic, it's like, dude, it's just a game. But like, you know, if you have something you love, you'll understand, even if it's not a game. But yeah. But yeah, Stray was definitely, like, the thing about Stray, I think, that's, like, hard for me, you know, is that I really appreciated the story, and I really enjoyed solving all the puzzles, but it just made me way too sick that for some parts, I couldn't watch the whole thing, because it was from the cat's perspective, and when it's from the cat's perspective, the screen moves so much, and I couldn't do most of the action part, you know, and I bet if you're in control, if you're in control of moving the cat, like Kate was, you know, you'll, like, actually remember, like, the only thing I remember from it is the story, which is great, of course, but, like, I know that the action part was so cool, too, you know? I wish I could have focused on that, too. But, yeah. Do you see yourself Final Fantasy sequels after that? Do you see yourself, like, wanting to play Final Fantasy sequels after that one, or you're one and done? I want to play the other ones, but the difficult part about playing the other ones is that Final Fantasy 16 was action. It wasn't a role-playing game, you know? And the only role-playing game I've ever actually played was is Pokemon. So like I don't know if I really like that style of gaming. I haven't tried it yet, so I should. But like as I said, I'm just like too like scared. Not scared, but it kind of breaks you in a way. Not in a bad way, of course. It sounds like it's bad when I say it that way, but like it's hard for you to find something that is as good as that and moves your heart that much. So the first game that did that to me was Final Fantasy. But then after that came Undertale, and that just shattered me. It's like, dude, okay, that is way too good. No way you can beat that. I'm not comparing, but you know, you have that in you. You're like, oh man, that was so good. I don't think anything will be able to compete with that. And eventually you will find something that will. It's just, you know, you're in that phase where you're like, nah, I don't think I want to play a different game now. I'm still like, you know, in the Undertale zone and no one can change my mind, kind of, you know. The ending of Final Fantasy 14. Isn't that the online one? No spoilers, but the game has been out for 10 years and you get to sort of revisit in a way some of the characters that are gone. Oh my gosh! Oh, that would make me cry so... that's... Okay, like, I cry really easily, okay? So, like, I mean, you can tell, like, I was crying for most of Levy's concerts, so that explains everything. That would make me cry. Okay, so I want these sparkles to kind of like, you know... What on earth is that sound? Oh, is it raining? Yeah, I want the sparkles to have a little bit of sneeze, not happening. Light coming out of it, so I'll add that as well. I don't want too much shadows to her wings, just like I didn't add too much to the devil's wings either, you know, just a little bit. Like, it's hard, like, I don't know why humans do this. I think you're gonna understand too, Mom. But like, it's for like books, movies, TV shows, games, anything. Like when something is too good, you just don't want to find another thing that is as good as it, you know?
Yes.
You want to stay in that bubble. And like, you don't want to explore anymore, you know? You stop being Dora. You're not Dora the Explorer anymore. You're like, just a human who wants to stay in its shell and, you know, not to go out for a little bit and just focus on how good that one was. And you reject everything else. You're like, nah, I'll do that sometime. Not now, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Janex is asking what is your favorite game, Mom?
My most favorite game?
Maybe it's not that obvious.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Oh, guys. Okay, like this is like a whole stream where I'm just like yapping about gaming, so I apologize. I bet a lot of you guys are like, just shut up and draw. But there's a Nintendo Direct tonight at 11 p.m. Like, dude. Okay, Kate's laughing. But like, I wonder what they're gonna release, right? Like, people are like, everyone online is wishing for a new Animal Crossing. But the thing is, the things that they're gonna announce are things that are gonna be released at the end of 2026. And I just don't think that Animal Crossing will be that, like, I don't think it'll get released that fast, you know? Just in 6 months, like, seems a little... But they didn't say only 2026. 2026. They said mostly, which means that there is still hope, right?
Hope so.
But like, what would they do though to release a new? What would they add? Like, see, I think that if I was a game developer, I would have a hard time because like the last one was such an upgrade, and people loved it so much, and wasn't it like the most like sold one out of all the Animal Crossing series?
Yes.
It was, wasn't it? It was like crazy popular. So I bet like the developers, I can't imagine how scared they are, you know? They're like, oh man, I sure hope the next one will be as popular, you know? Because like, I bet that's what Pokemon feels too, you know? Like, just working for Pokemon, like, you know, I bet there are certain series that sold compared to the other ones, you know? And they're trying to find difference, but I bet it's so hard. I can't imagine, but... But new Animal Crossing would be crazy, especially for me, because that means that I really need to work on my island because it's so, like, in a bad state now. You should check out the song Close in the Distance. Close in the Distance. No, I can't see. I'm sorry. From Final Fantasy 14, right? 14. Endwalker, that's one of the ones that made me cry. Oh, okay, let me take note of it. I love listening to music from games, even though I haven't played that game, you know, so like, if you have any recommendations of any songs, just please let me know. Ow. My neck just died. That's great. Okay, so I've been yapping for a while, but at least I was moving my hands at the same time, right? You know, I should have maybe done the wings last because coloring this is really hard, but that's okay. Yep, there is a Nintendo Direct tonight. That's crazy. おはようございます。今日はこちらの、ね、色塗りを進めております。ちょっとね、ずっとね、ゲームについて話してて、全然ね、まあ、進んではいたんだけど、ずっとゲームの話ばっかしてました。let's see. 絵がうまいね。漫画家かい？いや、漫画家ではないんですけど、すごく嬉しい。ありがとうございます。なんてお優しいの。漫画私、一回も描いたことがなくて、なんか、めっちゃ難しそうだよね。そりゃそうか。そりゃそうだわ。何舐めたこと言ってんだ。いや、なんかその、小回りっていうのかな。すごい、漫画描く人ってすごくないですか？すごいよ。The angel's robe is really beautiful, by the way. Thank you. What if it's a random expansion pack? You get a new vegetable for a garden. Oh man, Mom. Okay, if that happens, I'm gonna run away because Mom is going to practically burn down the house because she'll be so disappointed if that's the only thing that they're gonna announce.
I've already been disappointed a few times.
Yep.
I have zero hope.
ここね、色が滲んでるのよね。だから、まあどうするかっていうと、ごまかします。まあでもそれはね、次の配信でやりましょう。今乾いてないのでね。Okay, so far the drawing looks like this. I know it's a little shorter stream, but I need to get ready for the next stream, so. But yeah, I am pretty satisfied. I know the color for most of everything, you know, except for their staff, of course, is all the same. Because I wanted to have like a same vibe for the angel. But she's gonna look like that, and I'm gonna go ahead and color the staff during the next stream, which will be tomorrow, I think. And the other side looks like this. こんな感じですね。悪魔と天使ですね。なので、よいしょ。I'm gonna work on the staff, and if I get I'm almost done. I just need to think of the background, so yeah. I'll think of that. But so far so good. The color for the wings, the demon wings, you know, are kind of bleeding into, I don't know what you call this. So I am going to try to fix that. It shouldn't be too hard. I did a little to the demon's face too. You can see it vaguely, you know, that I added a little bit of line art to the shadows a little too. Can you see that? Just a tiny bit. Like especially that it's visible there. I'll add that for that part. For that. And maybe to her skin a little too. But I'll see. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening to me yap a lot about games and how it's hard for me to move on to the next one because I've been playing too many cool ones. But I need to stop, like, you know, doing that because there are so many other games that are epic out there, and I am, like, you know, saying goodbye to all those opportunities just because I'm like, I'm too scared to move on to the next one, you know, stupid. So, okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much, nice comments, and for all the donations. I'll see you guys again after this. I'm gonna do a making a song live, and tonight I'll have a baking live. So, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna do a drawing live. So, I'll see you guys there. ということで皆さん見てくださってありがとうございました。優しいコメントとレスも本当にありがとうございました。この後作曲します。今日の夜はお菓子作り、明日の朝お絵かきになります。よろしくお願いします。Thank you guys. Bye bye.